I hope all of you are doing good. Let's start today's chapter, fractions. First, let's do the revision. Let us recall what we have learned about fractions in class 4. Number 1, fractions. Numbers like 1 by 2, 3 by 2, 7 by 3 and 11 by 3 are called fractional numbers. A fraction 1 by 3 indicates that one part out of 3 parts of a whole is taken. In 1 by 3 we say that, see, 1 by 3, 1 is the numerator and 3 is the denominator, okay, which you already know. Now types of fractions, like fractions. Fractions having the same denominator are called like fractions. For example, all the fractions having same denominator. Unlike fractions, fractions having different denominators are called unlike fractions. For example, see this example, all the denominators are different. And number 3, proper fractions. Fractions whose numerators are less than their denominators, okay, that are called proper fractions. For example, you can notice here that numerators are less than their denominator, okay. Next, improper fractions, fractions in which numerators are greater than or equal to their denominators are called improper fractions. The value of an improper fraction is greater or equal to 1. For example, see in this examples, all these fractions are having numerator greater than their denominator, okay. 5, mixed numbers. They consist of a whole number and a proper fraction. For example, 3, 1 by 2. This is a whole number and this is a fraction, okay. So this is mixed number, means combination of whole and proper fraction, okay. 6, equivalent fractions. 2 or more fractions representing the same part of whole are called equivalent fractions. For example, 1 by 3, 2 by 6 and 3 by 9. In the case of equivalent fractions, we observe that the product of the numerator of the first and the denominator of the second is equal to the product of the numerator of the second and the denominator of the first. For example, 1 by 3 equals to 2 by 6. Let's cross multiply. 1 into 6 is equals to 3 into 2. 1 into 6 is 6 and 2 into 3 is 6, okay. B, we get equivalent fractions of a given fraction by multiplying both the numerator and denominator by the same whole number other than 0. For example, 1 by 3, we have to multiply numerator and denominator by the same number, okay. So you will get 3 by 9. That means 3 by 9 is equivalent to 1 by 3, okay. See, if we divide both numerator and denominator of equivalent fractions by the same whole number, we get the original fraction. For example, let's do this example. For example, we have 1 by 3 is equals to 2 by 6 is equals to 3 by 9, okay. So we will consider 2 by 6. So if we divide both numerator and denominator by 2, what will we get? We get 1 by 3, okay. Similarly, in case of 3 by 9, if we divide the numerator and denominator both by 3, what will we get? We will get 1 by 3, okay. 7, reciprocal fractions. When the product of two fractions is equals to 1, they are called reciprocal fractions. For example, 2 by 5 and 5 by 2. Let's find the product of these two fractions. What will we get? We will get 1, okay. 8, unit fractions. Fractions with 1 as numerator is called unit fraction. For example, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 5, 1 by 100, okay. Now, next, reducing to lowest terms. To reduce fractions to their lowest terms, we divide both the numerator and the denominator with their HCF. Example, we have to reduce a 15 by 25 to its lowest term. So first, what will you do? You will find the HCF of 15 and 25, okay. So the HCF of 15 and 25 is 5. That means you will divide 15 and 25 both by 5. Then you will get 3 by 5. So this is the lowest term, that is 3 by 5 is the lowest term of 15 by 25, okay. Alternatively, we can divide 15 and 25 by their common factors. Here common factors of 15 and 25 are 1 and 5, okay. Next, conversion of improper fractions to mixed numbers. To convert improper fractions to mixed fractions, we divide the numerator with the denominator. The quotient gives the whole number and the remainder gives the numerator of the fractions. For example, we have this fraction 29 by 5. So what will you do? You will divide it. 5 5s are 25. 4 is remainder. So quotient becomes the whole number, remainder becomes the numerator, and divisor becomes the denominator. Okay. Next, conversion of mixed numbers into improper fractions. To convert mixed numbers to improper fractions, multiply the whole number with the denominator and to their product at the numerator. For example, 3 1 by 7. You will multiply these two and then we'll add this one. So 3 into 7 plus 1 by 7. 3 into 7 is 21 plus 1, 22. So 22 by 7. Next, comparison of fractions. While comparing fractions, we need to consider the following cases. Number 1, fractions with like denominators and unlike numerators. If two fractions have the same denominator, then the fraction with the greater numerator is greater than the fraction with the smaller numerator. For example, in 3 by 7 and 2 by 7, which one is greater? 3 by 7, right? Number 2, fractions with like numerators and unlike denominators, means fractions having the same numerator. Okay, so if two fractions have the same numerator but different denominators, then the fractions having the smaller denominator is greater than the other. For example, see, two by 5, 2 by 7 and 2 by 9. Okay, numerators are same and the fraction which was having the smaller denominator is the greater one, means this one is greater. 2 by 5 is greater than 2 by 7, 2 by 7 is greater than 2 by 9, right? Now, fractions with unlike numerators and denominators, this is the third case. What if the numerators and denominators are not same? In such cases, we first convert the fractions into like fractions by taking the LCM of the denominators and then compare them, okay? For example, 3 by 11 and 5 by 7. Neither denominators are same nor numerators are same. So, in this case, we are going to take LCM of the denominators. LCM of 11 and 7 is 77. Now, let's make the denominator 77. That is, let's make the denominator like. So, you will multiply by 7 and 7. 21 by 77. Then 5 by 7 into 11, 11. 55 by 77. Now, which one is greater? Clearly 55 by 77 is greater. That means 5 by 7 is greater than 3 by 11. Okay. Exercise say 8.1. Write 6 fractions equivalent to each of the following. Okay. 2 by 5. Let's multiply both numerator and denominator by 2. 2 2s are 4, 5 2s are 10. 2 3s are 6, 5 3s are 15. 2 4s are 8, 5 4s are 20. 2 5s are 10 and 5 5s are 25. Okay. So, these are the 4 equivalent fractions. We have to find 6. Okay. Now, let's find 2 more. 2 6 are 12, 5 6 are 30. Then 2 7s are 40, 5 7s are 35. Okay. Addition and subtraction of fractions. When we have to add or subtract 2 or more fractions, first we convert the fractions into their equivalent fractions with common denominator and then add or subtract. Procedure. Number 1, find the LCM of denominators. Number 2, divide the LCM by denominator of first fraction. 3, multiply numerator with the quotient obtained and write as numerator. 4, continue the same for all numbers. 5, add the result, write as numerator and write LCM as denominator. Okay, let's do the example 1. 5 by 7 plus 7 by 14 plus 5 by 21. So, first we are going to find LCM of 7, 14 and 21. Okay. So, LCM of 7, 14 and 21 is what? 7, 14, 21. 7 ones are 7, 7 twos are 14, 7 threes are 27. So 7 into 2 into 3. 7 twos are 14, 14 threes are 42. So LCM is what? LCM is 42. Now let's make the denominator 42. Okay. For making this denominator 42, we will multiply by 6. Here also we will multiply by 6. So 5 into 6 is 30. Okay. Plus, for making 42, here we will multiply by 3. Here also we are going to multiply by 3. So 7 into 3 is 21. Plus, here we will multiply by 2. Here also we will multiply by 2. So 5 into 2 is 10. Okay. Now let's add 61 by 42. Okay, this is an improper fraction. Now convert this improper fraction. So 119 by 42. Okay. Similarly, you will subtract also. You have to subtract 3 1 by 4 from 7 1 by 3. Okay. 7 1 by 3 minus 3 1 by 4. Okay. First convert into improper fractions. 7 3s are 21 plus 1, 22 by 3 minus 3 4s are 12 plus 1, 13 by 4. Now let's take the LCM. LCM is 12. Okay. Now to make it 12, we will multiply it by 4. And here also we will multiply by 4. So 22 into 4 is 88 minus, here we will multiply by 3, here also 3. So 33 into 3 is 39. 88 minus 39 is what? Is 49 by 12. And now convert this improper fraction into mixed one. 4 1 by 12 is the answer. Right? Exercise 8.2. 2 by 5 plus 3 by 10. Okay. Let's take the LCM. LCM is 10. Okay. So you will multiply this by 2 and here also 2. 2 into 2 is 4 plus there 10 is already here, so no need to multiply. So the answer is 7 by 10. Okay, students. Multiplication of fractions. We consider the following cases. Number 1, multiplication of a fraction number by a whole number. The rule to be followed is fraction into whole number, numerator of fraction into whole number upon denominator of fraction. For example, 2 by 15 into 6. So we will multiply numerator and the whole number and denominator is common. Okay. So 12 by 15, we can reduce it into lowest term also, 4 by 5. Okay. Number 2, multiplication of a fractional number by another fractional number. The rule to be followed is the product of two fractional number is numerator of first into numerator of second upon denominator of first into denominator of second. Means we will multiply numerator by numerator, denominator by denominator. Okay. For example, 13 by 15 into 3 by 5. So you will multiply 13 by 3 and 15 by 5. 13 into 3 is 39 and 15 into 5 is 75. Okay. Now number 3, multiplication of more than two fractional numbers. When multiplying more than two fractional numbers, we have the following rule. Product of two or more fraction is product of all numerators upon product of all denominators. And number 4, do cancellation of numerator of any with denominator of any one if they have common factors. For example, we have to find the product of 7 by 8 into 8 by 9 into 9 by 10. So we will multiply, find the product of numerators upon product of denominators. Okay. 9 9 goes, 8 8 goes, 7 by 10 is the answer. Okay. Properties of multiplication of fractions. Order of the multiplication doesn't change the product. Number 2, the product of a fraction and 1 is the fraction itself. And the product of a fraction and 0 is 0 itself. Okay. Let's do exercise 8.3. Multiply the following: 7 by 12 into 6. 7 into 6 by 12. We can cancel them out. 6 ones are 6, 6 twos are 12. So 7 by 2 is the answer, and you can change it into mixed number also. 2 threes are 6, 1 by 2. This is the answer. Okay. Now division of fractions. While dividing, by fractions, we follow the steps given below. Number 1, we write the reciprocal of the divisor and we replace the division sign by the multiplication sign. And number 3, we do the simplification as in case of multiplication. Okay. Example, we have to divide 2 by 5 by 10. So 2 by 5 divided by 10. So what will you do? You will find the reciprocal of this and we will replace this sign by multiplication. So 1 by 10. 2 ones are 2 and 5 tens are 50. Or you can also convert it into lowest term. 2 ones are 2 and 2 25. So 1 by 25, this is the answer, right? Now let's do the exercise 8.4. 3 by 5 divided by 4. 3 by 5 divided by 4. 3 by 5, okay, you will write the reciprocal of 4, which is 1 by 4, and now we will replace this division sign by multiplication. Okay, now 3 ones are 3, 5 fours are 20. So 3 by 20 is the answer. Okay, students, now you will do practice of the remaining questions.